Well, good morning. You find me out in Betty once again and driving around the local area, trying to see if I can find some nice woodland with some autumn scenery. And so far, not having much luck. So I've pulled into this lay-by and there's a wonderful big woodland right next to me, but it's so densely packed. There's just I can't find a shop. I've been wandering around for 20 minutes or so, trying to see if there's anything which stands out. I think maybe coming back later, because those trees will still have the moss growing over them, and that little holly might just have some red berries, which might be quite nice. So I'll come back once the holly starts flowering. In the meantime, I've stopped for some lunch. This is amazing. Bacon and egg baguette. So that's lunch done. I'm going to go and check out another woodland now. So a lot of traffic at this junction. I'll be here a while. So I'm going to go check out another woodland now, so I'll see you there. So we've arrived at a place called Beacon Hill Wood. I've just pulled into park so far, but it does look kind of interesting, so I'm going to go and have a little explore. If I can get out the van safely with all these trucks thundering past. It's a very fast road, this. So I've just come into the wood just a little bit to try and get away from the road noise a little. And this is Beacon Hill Wood. It's promising. It's not quite so really enclosed, but this ground is so soft and squelchy. It's should have brought my wellies, not my walking boots today. There's a little pond here. I think the ground is just so sodden. It's not actually a pond, it's just a puddle. Try and find a way into it. So I'm just trying out a few things. I've come around to the side a little bit and there's some lovely moss on this fallen tree over there, and there's another puddle pond just beyond it which looks quite nice, and I'm getting some really nice reflections. I'll take it's looking like 1/6 of a second. I won't be able to hand hold that, but I'm going to set the tripod up so that we can see what we can get. I'm right out at 24. Might have to change lens and go for the wider one. Let's give that a go. Yeah, I'm out at about 20mm now, so I think this will do. Let's get up the tripod. Now I'm just checking different heights. I kind of like that one for the reflections on this nearest pond, but you lose the further pond. If I come up, I can get the other pond in. The reflections are nice and clear, but there's a lot more sky in the reflections now. So I'm going to start with a high one and see what we can do with that. Okay, 1/6 of a second at f8. I can see both these ponds. I need it wider this way for this pond, but I don't want quite so much beyond it. So let's take this one first of all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is try and get a little bit higher and point it down a little more. That one has a possibility. That one is definitely a possibility. Now, I'm just going to pop the polarizer on. That's got rid of a lot of the sky glare from the, but it's darkened the reflections a little too much. Let's ease it off on that a little and try that. Now at half a second with the polarizer on. And that looks quite nice. So, let's go and explore the woods some more, see if I can find something else to shoot. So I've come across this interesting tree just there. I love the way it's broken off at the top and there's a still living branch coming out of it. And actually, well, let me flip you around. There's this fallen tree here, a dead old log, leading towards it with a really nice textured stump at the end of it, leading up towards that tree. So I'm just going to grab a quick handheld of this one and see if that's any good. Well, this is definitely a woodland worth exploring again. Love this old tree. It's got real character, this one. And judging by the amount of offshoots which are still in some kind of colour, quite spectacular. Plenty of brown bracken round about it. Might be worth a quick shot. Again, it's quite light here, it's quite open, so I could probably get away with a handheld at this point. Not quite sure which way to take this. It looks kind of nice that way. There's just way too much sky in it. If I take it that way, there's still too much sky. But I do like the bracken in the foreground. And of course the sky is completely blown out, so I'm going to have to exposure blend this one, which is not going to be easy handheld, so I might have to set up the tripod after all. I could try and handhold it, but I've got the tripod here, I might as well make use of it. I think it needs to be higher. I want it to be tilted down very slightly to elongate that a little and hopefully cut out some of the sky. So let's just dig out the last leg of these ones. Something like that, I think. Okay, okay, so that's a 1/5 of a second, a 30th of a second, and a 60th of a second. Should be able to blend those without blowing at the sky too much. It's such a lovely woodland, this. I'm glad I came here. So that was Beacon Hill Wood. Quite a place. Somewhere that I definitely need to come back to. It's kind of overcast and cloudy today, not actually misty, but the sky is still quite bright, so it's been not exactly the best light. Some more direct light so I can get some of these leaves backlit perhaps. Maybe not quite so late in the year, but there's still a lot of green around. It's surprising. It's a funny autumn this year. We're not getting all the colours all at once. They're huge trucks thundering past here. Some of them have gone almost bare, other ones are still green, and some of them are a lovely golden colour. I do like the leaves on the ground. I suspect they'll be there almost year round though. Definitely want to come back and visit sometime, I don't know when. Maybe somewhere I'll come 2 or 3 times next year just to see what the different conditions are like. I've never been here before. I'm glad I came, and we'll just have to come back. In the meantime, time to head on. I need to get home now. Might stop and have a coffee somewhere that's not quite so close to the road, perhaps. Let's see.